I would rather buy XCN instead of Solana, and here are the reasons why, even though that's not financial advice. And the major reason why is because I think its hypothetical upside when it comes to XCN is just a lot better as of right now when it comes to Solana within a time frame of around 6 to 10 months. Take into consideration XCN reaching $1, that is my price target for this bull run. And if it were to reach that, considering current circulating supply, market cap would be around $30 billion, which isn't too bad. You know, you've seen Dogecoin reach over 80 billion at one point, BNB reach over 100 billion. Even XRP as of right now is at over $100 billion market cap. So I'm not talking about some crazy record-breaking figures. And that, by the way, is around a 33x from here. Now, could Solana do this? I don't think so. Again, in the next 6 months to 10 months. I'm not necessarily saying Solana is bad because it isn't. It's a very good layer 1 blockchain. But again, because it's so massive, it can't do this, in my opinion. It's not logical. If Solana were to do a 33x from here, at that point, the price would be around $6,500. So yeah, just imagine that. That's like a no way type of scenario, right? And not to mention, the market cap, considering current circulating supply, would be approximately $3.2 trillion. Not logical. I'm not talking about what could Solana do 20, 30 years later. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, again, in the next 6 months to 10 months, I think XCN could hypothetically greatly outperform this. Because when you take a look at the attention for XRP and XLM, it is trickling down to this. People usually think that, hey, XCN could very well be the next XLM or something like that. I don't think it's ever going to defeat like XRP or something. Keep in mind, like, I don't think it's ever going to be bigger than XLM in the grand scheme of things, like in the long term. But does it really matter? No, because the way you take a look at it is that even if it achieves like 3rd place or 4th place within the global trade and finance market, in terms of the projects that are focused on that, right, within this space, I think that's already very enough. Or should I say very impressive, actually. Even being top 5 is already very amazing. So I don't see this as something that is bad. People like to say, oh yeah, we want to find the next XRP, the next XLM. Well, I don't think I'll be able to find that by getting into XRP and XLM as of right now, if that makes sense. How can I find the next XRP and XLM if I'm getting into them right now? This is not years ago. The next XRP and the next XLM, quote unquote, hypothetically, in my opinion, is something like an XDC, like an XCN. That's just my perspective. Again, I'm not saying they're ever going to defeat them, but it just kind of gives me that type of vibe, right? Like, for instance, when people get into a meme coin, they say that, hey, Pepe is going to be the next Dogecoin. It doesn't mean that it's going to be the next Dogecoin in a sense, but they kind of view it as being the next big meme coin, which it did become. So when I take a look at it, I just don't see why XCN hypothetically won't be a good pick for me because, again, a lot of people, sometimes they're bored of Ripple, aka XRP. Sometimes they're bored of Stellar, aka XLM. They want to find something else, and XCN could very well be that. When I take a look at something like this, clearly it's focused on the right market. The payments market is valued at over $2 trillion as of right now. The global trade and finance market predicted to reach up to $5 trillion in value by 2028, according to something called Mordor Intelligence. So again, it's a good market in my opinion. And take into consideration the Onyx protocol. I get it. People say the adoption isn't the best. They say that it's the most, kind of lackluster project within the space. And when it comes to, at first glance, I get why people may think that way because they take a look at the aspects that XDC has. They take a look at Stellar. They take a look at how it's a very fast blockchain. They take a look at Ripple. So when you take a look at Onyx, it doesn't really have much material to really grab onto as of right now, but I know the hypothetical potential because I know what Ripple has done. I know what Stellar has done. I know what XDC could hypothetically achieve. And Onyx, even though it doesn't have the best adoption as of right now, again, at face value, I've taken a look at this deeper and I view this as something that hypothetically has good potential to in the future. If someone told me, hey, you can only put all your eggs into one basket for this bull run, XCN or Solana, again, it's going to have to be XCN because I'm not talking about years ago. And again, when you have over 600 million crypto owners, according to Crypto.com research, more than ever before in history, I highly doubt that this bull run is going to be bad. We do know that usually altcoins, as a worst case scenario, they typically peak around 1.5 years after a Bitcoin halving event. So if we base that off the last Bitcoin halving event that happened in April of last year, that's actually around October this year. Keep in mind, people like to panic sometimes and say, wow, we can't believe the space is doing this, doing that. But again, even based off of history, we do know that we're even nowhere near, close to even the worst case in which some cases altcoins do peak. So I think really it's not a time for me to panic. Why would I do that? That's just not my style. You know, I'm just not that type of person who panics randomly and then says, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, do that. I don't give up for no reason, if that makes sense. And why would I give up on XCN, and let alone just the crypto space in general? I do believe that there are brighter days ahead, and XCN at the price of $1, that really wouldn't surprise me whatsoever, and it is the winner here for me. And make sure to subscribe if you gained value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's Mali the Captain, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace. Bye.